Okay, we're moving on to the letter D, and for D, I want to paint a dandelion. The truth is I couldn't really find anything else that I wanted to paint that started with a D. And we do occasionally eat dandelions around here, or we certainly could if we really wanted to. And so far we have a lot of reds and oranges, so I wanted to do something that was a different color. So, dandelion flower and dandelion greens. Let's do it. I'm gonna start by just doing a small circle of, I'm gonna make it a little bit orange on the inside here. I'm gonna do kind of a light orangish yellow. Let's do it that way. It'll be a little darker than the outside petals. And just do a little circle here. It's gonna take a while to dry, so I'll do a lighter yellow around the outside of that. It's not a perfect circle, but it's pretty close. So I don't know how to paint anything perfectly. It's easier to make it distinctly imperfect than it is to try and make it perfect. So I'm gonna get close and I'm gonna wait to blend these colors until that orange is a little more dry. Okay, and then we're gonna have a stem down here, probably coming down this way with room for some greens around here. So the stem is, just add a little bit of green to that. Yeah. Make the stem go this way. And then let's do the leaf coming up here and maybe one coming this way. Fill up our whole page. This leaf can be bigger. I'm just, I like to do this. I like to just drop a little bit of paint and watch where it goes. If it needs to be a little bit darker. So these will meet up down here eventually, but for now I'm gonna leave them separate so I can change the darks and lights on them as we go. I'm gonna do the basic outline with my big brush and then I'll use that little one in a minute. So they're a little bit pointy and then they kind of have these, they're like triangles and they're not exactly across from each other. They are a little bit at the top, they're symmetrical, and then they kind of alternate with some little ones mixed in. So let's just start making those shapes. Some little ones here and there. Okay, now this one. It's kind of like an arrow shape at the top. Ooh, I'm gonna erase this line. If I still can. Oh no. I think I can get it. Okay, I'm not gonna touch that spot for a while. It's my favorite song. Okay, I need a little more of this green. That is mostly yellow, and it's okay if it's not exactly the same, oops. If it's not exactly the same color, because there's a lot of variety in this plant, and we're gonna start adding some dark colors to it anyway. Okay, let me get a few more here. Okay, so that side is very yellow compared to this side. I'm gonna add in some little drops of this brighter green and let it blend in as it dries. And then we're gonna add darker green in just a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna pull some back up in some spots. Just where it's really puddly, I'm gonna pull some up. Mostly because I'm impatient. I could just let it dry like this and that would be fine. Ooh, I'm gonna use a dry corner of the sponge and just soak up some of this orange. Okay. Let's do this now. I'm gonna get that orange again. And the way these petals go is they kind of start the middle and go out. So I'm gonna try. I think it's still too wet for that. Let's see. I'm gonna put a little dark orange back in the middle and let it dry. Could probably, I'm really hunting around for something to do right now. Let's try this. Let's try making some petals going out. I think pulling the paint from in out is probably better. And dandelion petals are kind of squared off at the end. They're curved a little bit as they go around, but they're kind of a square shape. So that'll make it look a little more realistic if it's squared off. and they kind of go like this in the outer layers. All right, I'm gonna have to let it dry to do anything else. Okay, it's a start.